Hi folks, Mr. Long here. This is a quick little screencast to show you how to do those last two questions, the challenge questions. And I would encourage you to look at those and give it a try just to make sure that you can do exactly what I'm doing here. So the first question was, what's the length of a rectangle if the area is 108 and the width is 9? So go with what you know. The area is 108. So we need to get a number put in that's 108. So I just double clicked on the dot beside the 4 there, and I can actually put in 108. I'm doing this on my iPad, not the best idea. So that's 108, and then I need to change that 7 to a 9. Okay, so now I know I can do some substitution. So the 108, this number here, that's the value of the area. So I drag that over top of area, and now I'm replacing area with 108. That's called substitution. And then I need to replace the width with 9. So I drag the 9, and that becomes the width. So what do I need to do? I need to remove brackets. So I'm just going to click on that bracket. It gets rid of that. There's nothing in that bracket. Same with this one. Now, L times 9 seems kind of weird, right? So what I can do is I can put the 9 over there. Now it's 9L. You notice that? You can go back and forth, right? So 9 times L. Now, I can do a variety of things. That says 9 times L. So what I could do is just press and hold there, and that comes up, and now I could divide. So that says 9 multiplied by L. So what's the opposite of multiplying by 9? It's dividing by 9. So when you do this E over 9, it means that what that means is it will divide both sides of the equation by 9. Okay, so we just click that, and it's L. 9 divided by 9 is 1, and then 108. Oh, it's 12. Look at that. So now we've got that, and we can show all of our work. Now, there is something else that I could have done here, and I can go one more. So now that I'm showing, one more still. So that's another one even. So there's lots of work there showing, okay, lots of work. So what I can do is, if I undo some of those steps, undo, and let's see, what step do we get to here? Undo those two, undo. Aha, right here. So at this step, what can we do at this step instead of dividing both sides by 9? Well, if I grab the 9, that's multiply by 9 on the right side, but if I bring it to the left, notice it's divide by 9. So that means the opposite of multiplying by 9 is dividing by 9. Click on that, and you've got your answer there. Okay, so that was another way of doing it. All right, and then you always want to show all of your work, so you drag that out. All right, this last question, and I'll just move that up. So the challenge question, it's quite a tough one. So what it says is that the area is 100 for a circle. Then we have to figure out what R is. So I need to replace that A with 100. I don't know. If I grab that, if I double tap it, can I change anything? You know what I can do is I can just long press on that, and that does the equation. I don't want to do that. So you know what? Cancel. I need to get a number out there. So I need to replace A with 100. How do I do that? I press insert, math expression, and I can just put the number 100 here. Okay, that's all I have to do. Oops. 100, done. Done. Now, where is that 100? That 100 is, oh, there it is, way over there. So I'll take that 100, and actually I'll bring that to there. So I've got 100. Now I need to substitute in for the area. So I grab the 100, and I'm going to replace area with 100. Okay, get rid of the brackets. And now what do? So that says 3.14 times r squared. 3.14 times r squared. So I need to get r squared by itself. So I'm going to take that number, or I'm going to drag that over there. Oh, notice when it was multiplying by r squared on one side, it becomes divide on the other. So that's the opposite of multiply. There. So I just click that to get the decimal. Now here's the part that is tough. So what's the opposite of squaring? So if I bring this over to here, look at that. It's square roots. Okay, it's square roots. Don't worry about the plus and minus, but it's square. So the opposite of squaring is square rooting. And then look at that. I can get rid of the square root sign, and so my answer is 5.6. So that means that a circle that has an area of 100 has a radius of 5.63. Let's go through that again. Okay, so what did I do? Well, the first thing I did is I replaced A with this 100 here. Okay, I replaced A with 100. And then this was, right here was 3.14 r squared. What's the opposite of multiplying by 3.14? Dividing by 3.14. And then I used my calculator to get my answer. So I double tapped on the line there, the 100 divided by 3.14, and that worked out to be 31.8. And that was still r squared. Well, what's the opposite of squaring? Square rooting. So I did that by dragging that 2 over to the other side. Because when I bring it to the other side, it shows the opposite operation, or the inverse operation. Then the last thing to do was to actually get the square root of that number, and I just clicked on the square root sign, and it gave me the answer of 5.643. All right, folks, so that's how you do those 2 challenge questions. Hopefully that helped. I would really like it if, you really do need to be submitting these. Now, if you need to do them on paper, you can, right? You could just take what's there and write them out on a sheet of paper. I would still watch the video, but the operations are exactly the same whether you do it on paper or on the screen. Okay? Whoops. Have yourself a good day.